Excellent. I'm here with the lovely Gibson ladies. We have Megan and Debbie. That's a wonderful way. We're in the halfway point of our show, and we've got lots more exciting stuff, and this is awesome. Two of the most beautiful and stylish ladies. First of all, you don't expect you guys to be just historians as well.
Oh, thank you. Fabulous news.
There you go. You didn't know that?
No, that's like more multifaceted.
Oh, yeah, you count as historians. I mean, come on, you're musicians, you're authors, you're singers, songwriters, you've got a children's book, you've got it all going on. All going on right here on the Verde Valley.
Yes.
That is amazing. So tell us, Grand Canyon Project. This is huge.
It is. We're really excited about it. It's rooted in my 5 generations of Arizona history at the Grand Canyon. So my great-great-grandfather really founded tourism there. And, you know, it's an interesting concept because it goes back to the Grand Canyon tourism industry. It started somewhere, and this is the true beginning. I mean, there's IMAX, there's Skywalk. It just hit 6 million visitors in 2016, but the beginning is so amazing and precious, and so we're wanting to share that. That's the basis for it.
And we just kind of thought it was amazing, too. Here is this man. He was told he needed to come out here for his health. He ends up in Williams, working for the railroad, hears about this huge canyon and indigenous people that live in the bottom of the canyon, makes his way there. And I just can't imagine what he was thinking, looking over this huge expanse. And he's saying to himself, this is where I'm going to make my life.
This is home.
This is where I'm going to make a living here.
I'm going to live here.
Yeah.
And he had this vision that I think is stupendous, to really know what it could actually bring. And again, the sharing that he wanted to do, that was really wonderful to see, that he really did want to share this beautiful, amazing work of art with people.
Yeah, and it is a work
He
of art.
accomplished some amazing things, too. He built over 50 miles of trails through the canyon. He had numerous famous visitors that visited him there. Zane Grey was a friend of his. John Muir.
Wow.
George Wharton James.
William Randolph Hearst. They referred to as Billy.
Yeah.
Henry Ford.
Douglas Fairbanks. He had a conversation with Charles Lindbergh, which then he thought, oh, flight. I think we need flight here at the canyon. And of course it came, but way after his time. So.
Wow, and we're talking about William Wallace Bass, is that correct?
Yes.
Who is your great-great-grandfather.
Yes, my great-great-grandfather.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've got an amazing family tree.
Well, and the rest of it is my great-great-grandmother, who was a musician. And then my great-grandfather was Bert Luzon, and he ended up going down with the Cole brothers on the last leg of their expedition. He went on to become a deputy sheriff and a park ranger.
One of 10 when they first started that system at the park. And just their lives, the people they knew, the things they did accomplished, it was just kind of astounding. And they
lived
just
in a cave.
would constantly go forward, just constantly step forward, and there would be some huge problem, and they would just step across it
And they were
do
determined. It was amazing about them.
Hard-working
Back
people.
then, we were very determined.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you've written several books. You've got the children's book, but you also have the book that's called The Stories That the Canyon Keeps. The Stories the Canyon Keeps. It's a beautiful book, Debbie.
It is, and it's fun because our whole point in doing this is we wanted to give people just an overall experience. There are letter excerpts. Our family, thank heavens, were hoarders.
Oh, great.
And saved massive amounts of just memorabilia, photographs, letters, journals, you know, amazing things. And so what I tried to do in my book is just do a compilation of that, put little excerpts, and take each person kind of as they come along, from beginning with William Wallace Bass and kind of his life, his decision to come out west. It's kind of not just the story of the Grand Canyon, but kind of the story of America coming westward. And so that's kind of neat. And we just have encompassed that. And then what we did with Meg is, in areas in the book, kind of correspond to her music. So I actually put a little, I put a little area in the book when I'm talking about something that corresponds. Like we'll talk about the monsoons and what W.W. must have thought looking out over this huge expanse during a monsoon. And then Megan's song, I denote that underneath there, Megan's song that corresponds with that.
And it's multi-sensory, it's multifaceted, and we wanted to do that. We wanted to blend the senses, and we wanted to truly connect this time that was over 100 years away with present, and how it's universal, I think, and the concepts of determination and what everything they went through. And so we wanted to bring that out in so many different, so it's a dynamic project, it's a dynamic business with different layers and colorization through the different mediums. So
Yeah, for sure. How long did it take to get the book into print?
You know, from the time it was, I kind of had this epiphany. I have some amazing stories in it, but I've wanted to do this for probably 40 years.
All right.
And I was always constantly trying to nudge my husband to do something, nudge other people. And then about 4 years ago, I just went kind of like little, light bulb. I went, I'm the one that's amazed by it, fascinated by it. And so I decided to just do the research, and thank heavens they saved all these things. And it was all, a lot of the family members have some of the, photographs and whatever, but a lot of it was donated to the Arizona Historical Society and eventually ended up at the Klein Library up at NAU. And so it's been days up there researching it. Some of it's online, but mostly it was just slogging through. And I just decided it was just something that needed to be told. And from a different perspective, there have been things written about W.W. Bass, a little bit about his wife, Ada, but not really, there's not a whole lot of continuity from the beginning of their time there to really the end of their time there, the family's time there.
Well, that's wonderful. You've put all that together in the book, Stories the Canyon Keeps. Now, how about your children's book?
And the children's book, Megan and I wrote
Scruffy.
together.
Yeah, this is my.
Oh, cutie.
Yes, I adopted him from animal control about 10 years ago. I'm a big animal rights advocate, so I love anything that we can do for the animals. So we really wanted to highlight his success story as an adopted dog, and so we ended up designing the full book, and it actually takes him on a trail down through the Bass Trail, which is named after my great-grandfather. So we studied everything. All of it is fact-based on all the different critters that you would actually see along the trail and all the historically based things. So then there are hiking tips in the back, safety tips, and all the facts about the canyon. And the idea too is to really raise awareness for foster and adoption efforts. And so Scruffy's a peculiar little character, and so he's written into the into the book. Yeah.
And we also tried to bring into it all the different, like the condors and the tufted-eared squirrels and the things that you would see going down Bass Trail. So we kind of tried to incorporate that. Plus make it really colorful and fun.
And it looks like you could do a series.
It is
That's
a
our
series.
plan.
Yes. So this is the first book.
The first book in the Hide and Seek
It is,
series.
exactly.
Scruffy does Bass Trail.
Scruffy, yes.
We have to do Scruffy meets Brighty.
Right, yeah. Scruffy's Friday.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wow,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
You
got it.
Hey,
You're
take
on
it,
it.
run with it. It's just the beginning for you
That's right,
girls.
it's
Come on.
just starting.
Oh my gosh, you have so much
Yeah.
just talent and information and stories, and I love stuff like that. So it's great that you're getting it out there and getting it to people. Now, how do we get a hold of your books?
Sure, you can visit GrandCanyonProject.com, and we have the full backstory and bios on both of us and what our backgrounds are, and a full retail line and a shop online, so you can check all of it out.
You are your own online store.
We
so to speak.
are,
Absolutely.
yes.
That's great. That's kind of like
Yeah.
shopping local right there.
Exactly, shop
You know?
local.
And
know,
that's
rather
one of
than
the other things
Amazon.
we like to emphasize. All of our products, except for just one of the bags and one of the T-shirts, everything is all American made.
Yeah,
Oh,
USA.
The inks,
Fabulous.
the
Yeah,
paper,
we were big
we
on
dealt with
researching
local
that.
people, we dealt with companies that were, had met certain specifications. So that was a huge
Detail
thing
with
for us, basically
Wonderful.
Shop America.
Thank you for doing that. I always appreciate things made in America, so thank you that. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for the beginning. This is just the beginning of the books now, people. Keep keep an eye on GrandCanyonProject.com. Keep an eye on that. These ladies are going places. And don't go away, because in just a few more minutes, Megan's going to come back and perform some of the songs from the CD called 100 Years Away, which is going to be great. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Keep up the great work. I wish you huge success. I can see you now touring globally, talking about Grand Canyon.
Like WW did.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Manifestors unite. And we'll be right back, so don't go away. There's lots more of the Verde Valley Experience.
be thrown and chase the light from setting sun till dawn of night, when desert droughts can drink again from thunder clouds and storms they send, lightning striking southern rim, floating springs and tracing cliffs, monsoons making their way through the canyon. As soon as they touch down, they roll back out. Monsoons, riding winds, they're shown the way, beckon long and beg to stay, like an artist of a lover coming round once every summer, painting dirt with colors wet, drenching earth with nature's scent, monsoons making their way through the canyon. As soon as they touch down, they roll back out. Monsoons, monsoons closing out the summer. She'll wait another year till you find your way back here. Monsoons, find your way back here. Monsoons, find your way back here.
Beautiful. I love it. I saw the whole thing. I could see the whole thing. Megan Gibson, everyone. That was great. And I know that was a song from your album, 100 Years Away.
Yes, yeah, that was Monsoons. And the album is this whole conglomeration of exactly trailing everything from the beginning of my ancestry through my connection with it, I think, today, and writing what I thought really connected visually.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah.
really create the vision of the lightning striking. And, you know, if you've lived in Arizona for any amount of time, you know what a monsoon is and how amazing they are here.
Gorgeous.
And the
My
smell
favorite.
they create and how everything changes color. To be able to capture that in a song, brilliant.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it.
That's brilliant. It's poetry with music behind it. I mean, you know. How long have you been playing?
Oh, gosh, about 22 years, something like that. A long time, yeah. I started on violin initially, and then I kind of wanted something a little more rocky, so transitioned into guitar. And, you know, and I love the connection actually with my family history in the album, because my great-great-grandmother, Ada Bass, was a musician, and she was actually a music teacher, and she went to Boston Conservatory, New England Conservatory, classically trained in piano and self-taught on violin. So being able to bring forth music, oh my gosh, I mean, that kind of ties is wonderful.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And you tell stories with your songs.
Yes, yeah, and she kept a diary for over 50 years of everything she experienced at the Grand Canyon, so nearly daily of everything that went on, and some were incredible hardships, and some were the mundane, and she held this incredible mystery inside of, I think, her existence. So I wanted to bring all of that to life. I wanted to write through any pieces that I thought, you know, maybe she was trying to express, or maybe she only in her heart wanted to express. And so I read through her diary entries and then wrote the album based on their lives. And so I try to bring out Honky Tonks is another one that's kind of funky and a Western, and relating how she went out and did would play gigs at Honky Tonks.
Really?
So I thought, oh yeah, she was doing that back in the day, and she'd play piano with rowdy cowboys and everything. And so I thought, well, gosh, you know, I'm doing that today, and playing gigs and playing music. And so being able to connect with her on that level, and she actually had a composition about her brother, so that's actually on here.
Really?
Yeah, it's a recording. We don't even know if it was ever even recorded, but I brought in a quartet, and we recorded that too. So it was a special piece.
Bringing that to life. That's
yeah.
really amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, all those great stories. And you didn't have to make any of it up.
No,
was-
yeah, it's
it
all
happened.
there. It's all there. It happened, and I could visualize everything, and yeah, and I wanted to just share their lives and share what they experienced, and again, their contributions to the Grand Canyon and to tourism at the Grand Canyon.
huge.
That so many people today have an opportunity to really experience and take in and delve into because they went out there in the middle of nowhere and were risk takers.
Right.
And I have such pride in that. I just think it's a great story, and I want to musically. I thought, well, that's the voice that I can express. That's the way that I can contribute and share their story.
Yeah.
So
And you do it wonderfully, and you
Thank
have a
you.
beautiful voice. Now, we can get your CD by going to the GrandCanyonProject.com. We
Yes.
can order it through there.
Yes, you
I know
can.
it's on CD Baby.
yeah,
We can
yeah,
get it through
ooh,
there.
yes, iTunes as well.
There you go. You're on Facebook. You do Twitter. You're
Yes,
on LinkedIn.
Instagram.
It's like social
All
media
of it.
maven. So that's fantastic. So you're really easy to get a hold of. Thank you for
Yes.
performing on the show.
Of course.
I
No,
really
my
appreciate it.
pleasure. I love
What's
it.
the next name of the song? you're gonna play?
So this next one is Great Great Grandmother
Fabulous.
about Ada.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
absolutely.
Megan Gibson, everyone. Check her out at thegrandcanyonproject.com. Thank you for checking out the Verde Valley Experience. Really appreciate it. You can check us out on Facebook at verdevalleytv.com, and we will see you next time.
Red rock dirt buried her body. Canyon winds still cradle her soul. Weeping love grass watches nightly as the tears stream down Colorado. Skies bask in music, violins play inside the walls. Black and white keys dance the horizon, and her voice sings the midnight calls. Ooh, ooh, ooh. One life gone, but not forgotten. Still her echoed spirit beats, for I'm her great, great granddaughter, and her heart's a part of me. Ooh, ooh, one life gone, but not forgotten. Still her echoed spirit beats, for I'm her great, great granddaughter, and her heart's a part of me, for I'm her great, great granddaughter, and her heart's a part of me, for she is my great, great